Something is wrong with the moon. For nearly a decade now, countries and companies have poured billions into returning to the lunar surface. Yet all we seem to get in return are crash sites, wreckage, broken dreams. In 1969, a human-piloted spacecraft touched down on the moon using less computing power than a digital watch. Today, with supercomputers, lasers, and AI at our fingertips, we're still tumbling, sliding, and burning on impact. Why is it so hard to land on the moon now? And what strange secrets is the moon hiding from us? Let's dig deep into one of the biggest puzzles of modern space exploration and discover why artificial intelligence might finally be the key to unlocking a new era of lunar success. We love to romanticize the Apollo era, those daring missions that placed humanity on the moon. But here's the twist: they weren't flawless. Apollo landings were tough. Each mission required precise piloting by astronauts who trained in dangerous simulators. And let's not forget, luck played a part. The Surveyor 3 spacecraft, which prepped the moon for Apollo, bounced several times before settling. Its computer got confused. The landing wasn't clean. It was chaos with a happy ending. Yet, today's landers, smarter, stronger, more advanced, can't seem to match that luck. Why? The moon isn't just a rock in the sky. It's deceptive. It messes with our sensors. And that's not a metaphor. It literally causes our smartest machines to fail. Take Japan's 2025 Resilience lander. It carried laser-guided scanners and cutting-edge computers, but the laser altimeter didn't work as expected. It activated far too late. The result? A 66 meters per second impact that left a new crater. Oddly enough, the problem wasn't the tech. It was the moon. The surface was less reflective than engineers had anticipated, bouncing back too little laser light. Even back in 1967, Surveyor 3 had the opposite issue. The surface was too reflective, confusing the radar. So whether it's too dark or too bright, the moon seems to resist being measured. That unpredictability has haunted modern landers again and again. The Resilience failure wasn't a fluke. In 2023, the same company, iSpace, failed again, this time due to software. The lander believed it was just above the ground and cut its engine. In reality, it was 5 kilometers in the sky. Another 2025 attempt by the American company Intuitive Machines also ended in a crash. The vehicle tipped over and landed on its side, its altimeter thrown off by noise interference. From Japan to the US, these robotic landers share one eerie flaw. They all think they're somewhere they're not. How can machines so advanced be so wrong? It turns out there's something the Apollo missions had that modern landers don't: instinct. Those early landings had basic autopilot systems, sure. But crucially, humans had the final say. They could see when things weren't right. Neil Armstrong himself manually guided the Apollo 11 lander to avoid a crater. In contrast, modern vehicles trust their instruments blindly. If a sensor lies, the software doesn't question it. Until now. In March 2025, something different happened. Firefly's Blue Ghost lander made it safely to the moon. The secret? Artificial intelligence. This lander didn't just rely on lasers and math. It had eyes, cameras, just like a pilot and AI trained to interpret those images. The system didn't blindly trust altitude numbers. It looked at the terrain, spotted a safe spot, and made decisions in real time. That AI behaved like a human astronaut, only faster and more precise. This changes everything. The idea isn't new. Autonomous cars, like those from Tesla or Waymo, use similar AI and camera-based navigation. They interpret the world visually, not just with sensors. Tesla once used radar and sonar, but now leans heavily on cameras and AI. Waymo, owned by Google, combines AI vision with LiDAR, radar, and sonar for a more complete view. It's not perfect, self-driving cars still make mistakes, but they're learning fast. Imagine bringing that same hybrid system to spaceflight. That's what Firefly did, and it worked. So why aren't all space companies using AI-based landing systems? It's because most landers flying today were designed 5-10 years ago before today's AI tech even existed. And many aerospace companies are slow to adapt, worried about costs, risks, and pleasing shareholders. They're still building vehicles like it's 2015, not 2025. That's why companies like Firefly, who prioritize innovation over investor comfort, are beating the giants at their own game. But will it last? We're at a crossroads. 2 failed missions in 1 year. 1 AI-powered success. The data speaks for itself. The moon is unpredictable. Traditional navigation systems fail there again and again. But AI, when it sees like a human and adapts in real time, might just be the breakthrough we need. And here's the key. It's not about replacing humans. It's about giving our machines the ability to think more like us, to judge, to adapt, to learn, just like Neil Armstrong did, but with silicon instead of skin. The moon still holds secrets, but we're closer than ever to conquering them. We've learned that brute computing power isn't enough, that algorithms alone won't cut it. But combine smart machines with human-inspired intuition, we get magic. In the next decade, expect more AI-guided landers. Expect smarter, more autonomous spacecraft. Maybe even swarms of robotic explorers navigating the moon's surface together. 2025 will be remembered as the year we finally saw the moon for what it truly is. Not just a destination, but a test. A test of whether we can evolve fast enough to meet its challenge. And with the help of artificial intelligence, we just might pass it. If you're fascinated by this strange lunar mystery and the rise of AI in space, subscribe for more videos like this. We dive deep into cosmic puzzles and the technology shaping our future in the stars. Leave a comment. Do you trust a robot to land you on the moon?